Good morning class. The Black Aeroplane. It's a very beautiful chapter with a mysterious ending. Now I am starting with the chapter. So I will do a quick reading of the chapter. Wherever I think explanation is required, I will definitely do that. The Black Aeroplane. The moon was coming up in the east behind me, and stars were shining in the clear sky above me. There wasn't a cloud in the sky. I was happy to be alone high up above the sleeping countryside. I was flying from my old Dakota aeroplane over France back to England. So you should know all these details, from where was he flying and he was going to which place. Underline this line. I was flying my old Dakota aeroplane over France. He was flying over France back to England. He was going back to England. I was dreaming of my holiday and looking forward to being with my family. I looked at my watch. 1:30 in the morning. Underline this also, an important information in this paragraph. What was the time? 1:30 in the morning. I should call Paris control soon, I thought, as I looked down past the nose of the aeroplane. I saw the lights of a big city in front of me. I switched on the radio and said, Paris control, Dakota DS-088. The radio and here, can you hear me? I am on my way to England. Over. The voice from the radio answered me immediately. DS-088, I can hear you. You ought to turn 12 degrees west now. DS-088, over. So underline this also, that he was instructed to turn 12 degrees west. I checked the map and the compass. Compass is used to tell direction. Switched over to my second and last fuel tank and turned the Dakota 12 degrees west towards England. I'll be in time for breakfast, I thought. A good big English breakfast. Everything was going well. It was an easy flight. Paris was about 150 kilometers behind me when I saw the clouds. Underline this line. Paris was 150 kilometers behind this pilot when he saw the clouds. Storm clouds. Underline. What kind of clouds they were? They were storm clouds, dark black in color. They were huge. They looked like black mountains standing in front of me across the sky. All these lines are very important. Underline them. I knew I could not fly up and over them, and I did not have enough fuel to fly around them to the north or south. I ought to go back to Paris, I thought. Now he is thinking that he must go back to Paris, since suddenly he saw dark black clouds, stormy clouds. They looked like huge black mountains. There was not enough fuel in the plane, so he thought that he must go back to Paris. I thought, but I wanted to get home. I wanted that breakfast. I'll take the risk. So he was not, although he thought that he must return to Paris, but actually he did not, and he continued to fly. I'll take the risk, I thought, and flew that old Dakota straight into the storm. Inside the clouds, everything was suddenly black. It was impossible to see anything outside the aeroplane. The old aeroplane jumped and twisted in the air. I looked at the compass. I couldn't believe my eyes. The compass was turning round and round and round. It was dead. That means it was not telling the direction anymore. It would not work. The other instruments were certainly dead too. I tried the radio. Paris control, can you hear me? There was no answer. The radio was dead too. I had no radio, no compass, and I could not see where I was. Why? Because there were huge black clouds in front and all around. I was lost in the storm. Then in the black clouds quite near me, I saw another aeroplane. Underline this. It had no lights on its wings, but I could see it flying next to me through the storm. I could see the pilot's face turned towards me. I was very glad to see another person. He lifted one hand and waved. Follow me, he was saying. Follow me. He knows that I am lost, I thought. He is trying to help me. He turned his aeroplane slowly to the north in front of my Dakota so that it would be easier for me to follow him. Underline this line, that he turned his aeroplane slowly to the north. I was very happy to go behind the strange aeroplane like an obedient child. So when any child is in trouble, if he is facing any problem, whatever you will tell him, he will obey to you. He will follow your instructions. Similarly, this pilot in the Dakota aeroplane was blindly doing what this new aeroplane, the black aeroplane, was the pilot inside was telling him, because he was in danger, he was in trouble, and he was ready to obey all instructions given to him at this crucial time. I was very happy to go behind the strange aeroplane like an obedient child. After half an hour, the strange black aeroplane was still there in front of me in the clouds. Now there was only enough fuel in the old Dakota's last tank to fly for 5 or 10 minutes more. I was starting to feel frightened again, but then he started to go down and I followed through the storm. Suddenly, I came out of the clouds and saw two long straight lines of lights in front of me. What could that be? It could be the runway. It was a runway, an airport. I was safe. I turned to look for my friend in the black aeroplane, but the sky was empty. There was nothing there. The black aeroplane was gone. I could not see it anywhere. I landed and was not sorry to walk away from the old Dakota near the control tower. I went and asked a woman in the control center where I was and who the other pilot was. I wanted to say thank you. She looked at me very strangely and then laughed. Another aeroplane? Up there in the storm? No other aeroplanes were flying tonight. Yours was the only one I could see on the radar. So who helped me to arrive there safely without a compass or a radio and without any more fuel in my tanks? Who was the pilot on the strange black aeroplane flying in the storm without lights? So, with this mysterious note, this chapter comes to an end, and I still believe that it was nobody else, it was God. Because God does not come only when we call Him. God comes whenever He sees that His children need Him. We don't need to see God in a definite shape or in a definite form. God can come to our rescue in any form, any time. And after He helps us, He immediately goes away also. So it can be nobody else but God who came to the rescue of this pilot and he safely landed in an airport. Have a nice day.